V1 versus the Doomslayer has to be the dumbest debate I've ever heard in my life. I mean, whoever even thought about this needs to get hit over the head. This is like comparing a crying baby to a nuclear bomb. And I've been trying so hard to look through V1's feats and to compare to Doomslayer's feats. Not even a little bit. Important aspect of this whole thing is the Hellverse between the two. V1's Hellverse is not as big as the Doomslayer's Hellverse. In fact, Doomslayer's Hellverse is infinite in size, comparing to V1's, which is only built up in layers. And if we're comparing speed feats, okay, I'll give it to you. V1's actually pretty fast, but in terms of durability, V1's pretty fragile. And if we're comparing that to V2's durability, V2 was supposed to be a better version of V1. But because V1's actually super fragile, his main source of fuel is blood. But how's that stopping Doomslayer from ripping your freaking head off? In fact, punching it. And I've read some comments talking about V1's canonically never been touched, where that turns out to be a freaking lie. People just want to make stuff up now. The Doomslayer, however, has been fighting for eons, and we're talking billions of years fighting demons. And not to mention the demons and bosses that the Doomslayer had to fight. The Icon of Sin is the most notable one, since the Icon of Sin cannot really die. And yes, the Doomslayer has killed him once before, but permanently killed him because he had the Crucible Sword. So Doomslayer's arsenal is just way better than V1's. I don't know where people are getting this idea from. And not to mention, the Doomslayer took a Titan down with his bare hands, not even needing to use weapons. And the crazy part about it is that he doesn't really need weapons, he just needs his bare hands. He's done it in lore. Him using weapons is just for the fun of the game. This man's literally too insane to die. And not only that, he's literally God. Davov created him to be that way, through the Divinity Machine, which explains why he's so crazy strong. If we're comparing Doom's enemies to V1's enemies, most notable Gabriel, which is the antagonist of the whole Ultra Kill series, this is like comparing Gabriel to the Con Makers. And the Con Makers are basically the angels of the Doom universe. And with recently Doom, the Dark Ages is actually a prequel before any of the events of Doom. And it looks like Doom is facing against Cthulhu. So what the frick is V1 gonna do against him? And I know some of y'all gonna be in the comments be like, oh, V1 can just parry. Bro, Doom can parry as well. And that should not be the only thing that's gonna save his life from getting ripped in half. But we could debate about that in the comments.